Successful freelance writers know they don't need more and more clients to hit their income goals, hit six figures, and work fewer hours. They're not the ones where you go to their website or their LinkedIn and they've said they've worked with hundreds and hundreds of clients. They understand this basic principle. You only need 3 to 5 clients to hit six figures or your income goals or your time goals. Those specific high end clients are the things that move you away from being overworked and underpaid. And they are the piece, they are the critical piece to getting away from discounts and getting towards long term work, great projects you're excited about, and actually making money with your writing. So, this is something that I really love to talk about because as someone, as Mandy Ellis, who I've built a six-figure freelance writing business and I help other freelance writers now build five-figure months and work with their dream clients without being burned out, without overwhelm, without stress. They always think it's more, that you need more. That's not the case. You don't need more. You need less. And let me show you how. So the first thing I want to talk about, number one here, is that more clients doesn't mean more money. This is a totally messed up thing. When I was working early on in my career, I was like, oh, I just will work more for one client, right? I'll just work more. I'll just work, basically treat it like a 40-hour-a-week job. Or I'll just end up getting more and more clients. So I have like 20 clients a month, right? And it's insane. It doesn't work. You can't put all your eggs in one basket and you can't also work for dozens and dozens of clients every month. It's just not possible. You end up losing a lot of your ability to scale your business, to grow to better income, to be selective about your projects. It just ends up drowning you in a lot of things where you have clients who just want to create more content. They're not looking for quality. They're not looking for the right writer for their brand or the right writer for their thought leadership or the right writer for their case study. They're really putting you in this churn and burn. And that was something that got me stuck when I burned out in 2018. So I worked every single day from April to September with 2 days off. And then I took a week off. I worked another month. And then I ended up sleeping 13 hours a day for 3 weeks and taking a whole bunch of time off because I couldn't really deal with it. I was working so much for so many little projects. And it's this idea where people think to hit six figures, you need a lot. And I want to give you this second thing. So the second thing is that is a trap. Here's the deal. If I break this down for you, six figures is $8,300 a month, right? That's before taxes. If we hit $100,000, it's basically $8,300 a month. If it's $8,300 a month, then let's say you have 3K a month clients, right? Or you have 3 clients who give you 3K a month for 3 months, right? That's 9K a month. And it's not that hard to get 3K projects. That could be a set of 2 blog posts, some long form blog posts or some long form thought leadership articles, or it could be one case study that could add up to that 3K. It could be a white paper that's 6K. It could be that you have an ongoing arrangement to do blog posts plus social media. You could be doing an email campaign. You could be writing a whole bunch of sales pages. I mean, there are so many ways to slice and dice 9K or 3K projects or 2K projects. Or, we don't really want to go below 2K because then we end up doing a lot of this like more. But you need to understand it's 3 to 5 clients on an ongoing basis that makes the biggest difference. We're not trying to add more stress. We're not trying to onboard more clients. This is where the trap happens, is that writers end up thinking that they need to onboard, they need to have more clients. But what ends up happening is they get stuck in onboarding. Every time you get a new client, you have to learn how to work with them. What are they looking for? They're all different. You can't just go into a brand new food tech client or a brand new real estate client and they all operate the same. They all have quirks. And this is a big mistake. They forget there's an onboarding period. You can't just keep doing one-offs. So when you have this onboarding period, if you start doing a lot of work, right, for this client, you do several articles a month for 3 months, or you do a few projects over the next 3 months, you understand what they're looking for. And then because you're understanding what they're looking for, you create better quality work. They love your work. They give you a testimonial. They give you more work, right? They like working with you. And you don't have to keep onboarding new clients and learning their quirks and using a lot of that mental energy to kind of understand, like, is it this or is it that? And this is something that I go over very specifically in my upcoming free masterclass. So I have this free masterclass coming up. It's how to reach 10K months as a freelance writer without working 40 hours a week in 4 vital strategies. So in this class, I go over specifics of like, what does that actually look like to find the right 3 to 5 clients? What do high payers look like? What are their entourages? What are we doing to attract those right clients and repel the wrong ones? So this free masterclass that's coming up, you can go to go to mandyellis.com/course, and that will sign you up so you can hear when the masterclass drops, when it's open for people to join. It's totally free. You can ask any questions that you want as well during this class. So I want you to understand in this class, like the absolute yeses and the immediate nos of working with the right clients, so you can whittle down exactly who your right 3 to 5 clients are, so you can identify them a lot faster when you're going out and looking for clients. So we're not trying to scale by doing more. We're trying to scale by doing the right specific things. It's like if you tried to dump all the ingredients on your pizza as once, right? So I like Hawaiian pizza. I know it's controversial, but if I put all of the ingredients that I like on a custom pizza that I make at Home Slice, so Home Slice here in Austin, I always make a custom pizza. It has pepperoni, basil, ricotta, and garlic. And every time we get it, people compliment it. But if I was to put that pizza with Hawaiian pizza with ham and pineapple, they wouldn't really go together. They would kind of all clash, right? We're not trying to dump all the ingredients on a pizza. We're trying to make very specific pizzas where they fit these palettes, these high-end palettes. So in that free masterclass, we're going to go over that. And I think the next important thing that I want to tell you about is my student. So number 3 here, I want to tell you about my student, how she did this. So instead of getting more clients, so I have a student named Divya. Divya had a really difficult personal year. She had a lot of things going on and she was rebuilding her business. So she worked with more clients, more and more clients at lower rates. They were continually negotiating her down. So then she had to get more clients. So every time she get a client, they negotiate her down. Now she's making less money. But after she went through not only the free masterclass that I talked about, how to reach 10K months as a freelance writer, but she also went through Freelance Writer Wealth Lab. So in Freelance Writer Wealth Lab, after she took that, she tripled her rates. She figured out how to actually charge well and not do discounts anymore. She used the tried and true business processes that I teach in the Wealth Lab, and she now has cash loaded international clients. She actually has these stable projects that are ongoing. She has a ton of leads coming in. So she has this process for LinkedIn to generate a bunch of leads so that she can select the right clients for her. And she was also able to get time back, which is what I'm talking about when you need the right 3 to 5 clients, not more. So now that she has her time back, she was able to prioritize mindset. She was able to prioritize rest and travel. So she was able to go to the Eras tour to see Taylor Swift in Singapore. So instead of taking this huge volume of work and taking discounts and then doing more and then feeling burned out, she really prioritized understanding this right approach to finding the right clients, reaching out to them, being picky, right? She has options because she's sending those LOIs, she's sending those pitches, she's getting those leads in on LinkedIn so she can pick the right clients, so she can optimize her business and actually scale, right? And then she has time to go do other things in her business. I think that's the really important piece that I think is a shift to getting into these higher paying clients, understanding that they value your work, they value your time, that they respect your schedule. They understand being on your schedule is a privilege, not a right. So instead of them trying to take up all your space and do more work for pennies, they understand that they need, a strategy in place. They understand that they're executing a content plan. They have a budget to do those things. And that ends up in higher quality work. It's not just this volume of ongoing, just let's do more and more and more for no reason, just to pump out content. We're not really chasing these clients who don't have enough money in the first place to pay for ongoing content, but also don't understand this long-term value of content. So I think that is a really important piece when you're feeling like you work way too hard for way little money, or you work way too hard for clients who just don't appreciate you. I think that ends up being a really big thing. And the last thing I want to talk about here is number 4. So when we're moving into attracting these high paying clients, this is another thing I talk about in my free masterclass. how we're using LinkedIn. And Divya is a great example of this. She is using LinkedIn to generate a lot of leads. She is getting a lot of client leads. So she has DMs, she has like the in mails on LinkedIn. She has connection requests. She understands how to send LOIs and who to send them to. So she's understanding exactly what they look like. And this is something that I'm going over, right? We're going over this in the masterclass. Like, what are we looking for? And how do we distinguish who's right from who's wrong? How do we reach out to them? How do we keep having our pipeline filled with great clients? This is, I think, the difference between writers who are earning what they want, or writers who have the lifestyle or the type of business that they want, and ones who don't. The don't people don't understand this. They don't understand how to be choosy. They don't understand how to create the system in order to make your business an environment where you can be choosy. And that's the really important piece that I teach in the Wealth Lab is these premium clients pay you well, and that's really nice, but it's also about having this ongoing ecosystem of clients who pay you well, and you can find more of them if you lose one of your 3 to 5 clients. It's also really understanding that you're trying to get away from people who are breaking your boundaries, or people who are doing too much scope creep, or they just need a writer, or they're really focused on cost versus results. We all know that content marketing and content strategy and brand messaging and copywriting and content writing, all the things we do as writers, those are results focused. If you have clients who are only focused on cost, then we're missing the whole thing, right? Then we're kind of meeting them at the wrong level, right? So you are focused on hustling and working and doing all this stuff. They're focused on cost. That's why you're attracting them, is because you're like, oh my God, I just need more. I need any work. I'll take anything. Please dump it in my lap. And that attracts those types of clients. We're getting away from those. We're getting to the right ones who are not desperate for any writer. They want the right writer, and we can show them how you're the right writer. And you can do that by pre-selecting them, right? So we pre-select them before we send an LOI. We review their website, we review their LinkedIn, we review who's working at the company, and we make better selections. So our LOIs get better response rates and results, but we also are already aligning with a better quality client who's a better fit for us personality wise, how we want to work. And then also they value our expertise. So I think this for me is a really important mix of things. So not only are we really putting these to work in the Wealth Lab, but I always make the free masterclass so that you walk away with actionable tips. So if you would like to be the first to hear about the free masterclass, the how to reach 10K months as a freelance writer without working 40-hour weeks in 4 vital strategies, go to mandyellis.com/course and sign up on the wait list. And then that helps you be the first one to know about the free masterclass. But if you have been struggling with clients, let me know in the comments. Is there something that you're missing, or you feel like you're confused about, or that you really have been trying to put so many eggs in your basket that you're exhausted? I really would love to know, because I think this is one of the biggest things writers get wrong, is this idea that I had, which is like more, or like one client in the basket and just get more work from them. So let me know below. If you feel like this has been helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you want to learn more about building a high earning freelance writing business without the stress and the overwhelm and the burnout and all the chaos, subscribe. In our next video, we are going to make sure that we're going over how we're going to hit these 10K months without burnout. We are expanding on this topic a little bit more. So we have our idea, our nugget of 3 to 5 clients, but now we're expanding into, well, how do we actually hit a 5-figure month without driving ourselves nuts? Like, how does that actually work? That will be our next video that's coming out. I hope to see you there. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you in the free masterclass, and I will see you next time.